Yeah. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, facing the east. We want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, the elder apostles in Connecticut, to the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To your sisters, you Aquathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader. Right? So speech, farewell speech, so-called of Biden, right, went out this week, right? And this is ABC News, right? Fair use, right? Not making any money, just for educational purposes only, right? This fair use, right? ABC says oligarchy 2.0 experts weigh in on whether Biden warned about wealthy justified. Is it justified? Right? So you want to weigh so-called weigh in if it was justified for him to so-called warn the people, right? Because if you think about it, it was pretty much the same way that Trump warned you people about what Biden was going to do. And you still wanted so-called Biden in it, which it didn't matter if you wanted him or not. They're selected, not elected. But right in front of your face, everything that Trump warned you, so-called, of what was going to happen, happened right before your eyes, and you Americans did nothing. You just watched it play out right in front of your face, and didn't do a goddamn thing about it, right? So I believe in the same type of way he's doing the same thing, but this is way the elite this is all show. They're doing it because they have to. They have to forewarn you people before they do what they're gonna do, right? Right? Just like they show things in certain movies, certain cartoons. They put it in the papers. It may be way in the back in the papers, or they'll put it in the front paper. But it's all cryptic, kind of in a way. But it's a way of letting the other elite know where they're at in the stages of so-called their nuos oros chlorium, right? So it's so I'm gonna keep going. This is Biden bids farewell to nation in address. President Biden gives his last Oval Office address as he prepares to hand over power to President-elect Donald Trump. Exit policies after dozens long career right? So then it says Biden, no President. So President Biden farewell address included a stark warning about the danger of what he called abuse by the ultra wealthy, particularly what he called the tech industrial complex, right? And that's ultimately what's coming down the way. The tech industrial complex is gonna take place, which they're talking about putting AI as most of your jobs, right? Right? There you go. Ooh. Let's see. Says this is a Fortune, right? Fortune is Fortune French AI or finance AI says Goldman Sachs CEO says that AI can draft 95% of IPO prospects in minutes. Let me say, IPO perspectives in minutes, right? So all these things are starting to shape up as far as what AI not even. Dang it, man! I'm not even trying to do that. Just let's see. The top artificial intelligence says RB House is a global tech company specializes in market solutions powered by deep learning. Was it Girth? Algorithms, Slack found in 2012, right? So then now the AI can operate within that algorithm, right? Because then it's interconnected. I'm trying to see that. Hey. Percent. Okay, here we go. Here it is. Here's something that I was trying to. It says according to recent predictions, by 2025, around 95% of customers' interactions are expected to be powered by AI. So about 95% of all your interactions are to be with AI, right? Which they're pretty much doing that. Like you can go to Checkers or Rallies, they call it here, call it Rallies, and it's an AI that answers you at the drive-in window, right? You know what I'm saying? That's already at the fast food level, right? You call a business, which that's been happening for quite some time, a couple of years now. When you call on the phone, it's normally an AI, right? So you know. Yeah, so, yeah. All right. Yeah, there you go. Just lock it. It says, yes, according to several predictions, about by 2025, around 95% of customers' interactions are expected to be powered by AI, meaning that most companies will be utilizing AI technology to handle the managerial of their customer, the majority of their customers' service. Interactions through chatbots and viral assistance. Slovakia. So you got the AI on one end, right? And then you got also what you're gonna have immigrants with visas that can come and take the jobs, right? Because they're experts at technology, right? You got the HB1 visa power, the tech industry, right? So that's what Biden was so-called warning you about, right? Saying that these tech companies, the tech industry is going to shape the entire country with all these different, of course, first and foremost with the AI, and then also what they have this HB1 visa power, the tech industry, by experts say that not necessarily because of a talent grab, right? Because ultimately that's what this is all about. It's a talent grab. So this is what Elon Musk was saying, that he wants the most talented. Says right? Says Elon Musk sparked fiery online debate recently when the billionaire, right? So this must be one of those with the billionaires that he's talking about. He said these multi-millionaire billionaires are going to start shaping up the country, and it's going to be this tech industry, right? Right. So he says, said on social media that the U.S. lacks enough top engineers, pointing to immigration as the solution to what is characterized as a dearth of technical expertise, right? So basically, they've been not teaching you Americans. You know, of course, they have the was it the ITT Tech schools and all these other different things, but that don't mean nothing, right? They're saying you Americans, you're going to want a lot more. You're going to want benefits, right? Health benefits. You're going to want all these different things. When they could use these so-called immigrants who's probably been learning computers since they were 3 years old, right? Right? And basically, what he's saying is, you Americans are nothing but you're not smart enough. You're not good enough, right? You lack the experience. Why? Because after all these years of miseducation, right? It says, I'm gonna skip down. It says there is a dire shortage of extremely talented and motivated engineers in America. Musk posted, right? So basically, he's saying a bunch of you Americans are lazy, right? Which that thing is the thing that they're talking about bringing to pass, right? So there's going to be a lot more. They got these. They had another fire in California at a battery shop, at a battery supply place, right? Which there's going to be a lot more people out of work, right? right? They had the Malibu fires, right? They got, Big Lots going out of businesses. A lot of Big Lots are going out of business. Those are a lot of jobs that people are not gonna have, man, right? And then my favorite already that we've already talked about that is that Party City, which is like I think it's like a Norman omen to this place, man, right? Because that's America, Babylon the Great. It's Party City, but hey, it's time, right? It's over with, man, right? Party time is over with for America, right? There ain't no more party time. That's why it says, Revelation chapter 12, verse 12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, right? So all that partying and rejoicing and all these other things that's been going on in America, right? All that stuff is, hey, that's a thing of the past, man. The mirth is going to be completely gone out of this place real soon, right? It says, rejoice, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, right? And this is the self-proclaimed so-called white man's heaven, right? He's on top, he's in rulership. A lot of you Jakes, you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you love it, right? You think even you hope that his kingdom go on forever, man. You don't care that the Lord is about to move him out the way, man, so that a righteous kingdom can stand for forever and ever and ever, and you're a beneficiary, man. Right? Right? By default, you just happen to be an Israelite, man. Right? Right? Now the thing with to be is what? To be out here, to be a living sacrifice. Right? But the blessing is what? 2/3 of you gonna have to be destroyed on this side, and then introduced into paradise, coming through the loins of the elect, man. So thank the power, thank Yahweh Bashem Yahushai that hey, man, he wasn't gonna sit around and wait on Jakes to get everything together in order to deliver us, man. Right? So therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell there in them. Whoa, wait, see all that partying, all that rejoicing, all that you were happy that you have taken over the Israelites, right? You were happy that you took over the Israelites, right? You were happy that you conquered the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, and you put us in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations. You were happy for that, right? Or is it in 2? I think it is. Oh, yeah, there you go. There you go. Come. Yeah. There it is. That's what I got it. Slovakia. Because I was always going to have to look it up. But it says, this is Lamentation chapter 2, verse 15. All that pass by clap their hands, they hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem. So all these other nations, basically, they look at us as like, oh, look at you, you're in the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations, knowing that the system systematically was created to keep us in a low state. The system was created to keep us fighting against each other. The system was created to have us fighting over drugs and different so-called blocks and hoods. Those are government-created situations, right? Those wasn't natural creations of our people, man, right? Because our people at one time loved each other, took care of each other, right? There was no freaking, oh, I'm a blood, you a Crip, you a GD, you a Vice Lord, right? I'm a Brown Pride, I'm a Latin King, right? Right? There wasn't all these things at one point in time where our people were fighting each other, killing each other. It says, Lamentation chapter 2, verse 15, all that pass by clap their hands, and they hiss and wag their head at the daughters of at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole world? And yes, the so-called Black and Hispanic and Native Indian, the ones who repent and come back as the Lord's hopeful elect and will become the elects, right? Right, which we will rule the world again. And yes, and when we rule the world again, we will be the joy of the whole world, right? Because we won't have the different pollutions and GMO foods, right? We're gonna have all the BS politics that drag you along to make you think that you're voting for someone when really it's all chosen, right? A world that you don't have to tell somebody, pick the lesser of two evils, right? Well, evil is still evil. In this world, you have to say, pick the lesser of two evil. No, you're gonna have a world that's always righteous, man, right? But these people, what? This is what they enjoyed. They enjoyed clapping and being proudful over ruling over the Israelites, right? Right? It says all thy enemies have opened their mouth against thee, right? See, and that's ultimately what happened, man. And that's what they've been doing, man. They've been rejoicing and all these other things have been in this life, and they've been receiving the good things in life. But now it's all that's about to end, man. Right? Even with the elite, man. Right? Because a so-called white man will say, well, I'm not rich. Those other guys are rich. Well, they let you use your whiteness as power. So you can throw your whiteness around like weight, right? They hiss and gnash their teeth, right? And that's the thing that's about to happen soon, right? Esau's about to come down with great wrath, knowing that he got a but short time, right? Because what? The world is about to turn into the hands of the elect, man. Starting with Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which is the so-called black man, right? just like his father. He looks just like the father with woolly hair, with hair of perfect wool, right? Of pure wool, Salakia, the hair of pure wool, as the Ancient of Days did sit, man. So these are the things that's about to occur in this life, man, right? The things that you people don't understand that actually in the Bible. So I'm not talking about some things you can't go look up, right? They hiss and gnash their teeth, right? Because they finna come down with great wrath knowing that they got but a short time. But they've done that in previous time, right? Right? When you deal with the time of slavery, they hissed and gnashed their teeth at us, man. Right? Right? You can fast forward all the way to time of what's his name, Martin Luther King, right? And all they asking to do is just to be able to vote and have a regular life and be able to go to school and have jobs and so I could go to a water fountain without getting beat in the head because I want to drink some water, right? They hiss and gnash their teeth at you. And then you go fast forward from that time, you got Reaganomics, right? Which they're pumping drugs in your neighborhoods, right? And then later on, an FBI agent on his deathbed told the truth. He said, look, I'm going to go ahead and tell you the truth, man. Because it's been eating my conscience. It was eating at his conscience, his mind. And he said, look, we have brought drugs into this country. The government, our government, is responsible for the drugs that goes into the community, but we brought the drugs into the community to kill the blacks and the Hispanics. This is an FBI agent, a top FBI agent. He said that. He told the truth. They brought drugs to kill you blacks and Hispanics. Why? Because you're the Israelites, man. Because you're God's chosen people, but you don't know that you're great. You think you're just some nigga. You just some goddamn Mexican or Puerto Rican, right? You're some goddamn Colombian or Native American, right? But the Lord has greater for you so-called black, Hispanic, and Indians, right? See, and doing this gave you power, man, right? The Jim Crow era, right? The redlining era, it gave you power, right? You were clapping. Just the one. Let's see if I can find that. This is the tone. Limitations. Oh yeah, this is it right here. Gun, I was already in it. It says, and they hissed and gnashed the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we looked for. So this was the time that what gave you so-called white people power to rule the earth, right? You took the earth by the sword, the blessing that Isaac gave you, right? Isaac said, Esau, you're gonna take the world by the sword. You're gonna have the fat of the earth, of the sky. You're gonna rule everything in the sea. You're gonna rule the whole entire world, but you're gonna take it by the sword, right? And what have the so-called white men been doing, man? Right? says we have found the day that we have looked for, we have found, we have seen it. So wait, we seen the time that when you finally rule, right, in the world, right? So go ahead, get your, in fact, I think it is 4. Let me take this 4. Oh yeah, come. Yeah, Lamentations 4 and 21 says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, man. And that's talking about the self-proclaimed so-called white man, right? Because Edom actually means red. Idawam means red, right? So Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, is the actual red man, right? Because his blood showed forth through his skin, right? He came out red all over, right? All over his body as a baby, man. Crying, gasping that air, right? And you cry, you get frustrated, what? You turn red, right? Edom, Idawam. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz, right? And this Uz, the land of Uz, is America, Babylon the Great, a top capital of Esau, Edom, man, right? The cup also shall pass unto thee. So what? At the time when you were happy and rejoiced because you put the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian into slavery, and then you also gave us what? Miseducation. You separated us. You made us feel like thinking we were different people, right? Because what? Divided we fall, but united we stand. And so now we're united through the scriptures, man. The elect of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is united through the scriptures. And so we're going to stand. We're not going to fall like 2/3 of our own people, man. The Lord's going to destroy 2/3 of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians because you look at us like we're fools, right? But the Bible says that you're going to do that. It says that you think this is foolishness, right? It says, the Jews a sign, right? Which it should be. This is 1 Corinthians 1. 1 Corinthians 1. 1 Corinthians 1 and 22. 1 Corinthians 1 and I'm going to go 21. It says 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 21, for after that, in the wisdom of the Most High power, Yahweh, the world by wisdom knoweth not the power of the Most High. So you don't understand what I'm doing is actually of the Most High, right? So you're not really understanding that me standing here is not of myself, it's of the Most High. So yeah, it looks crazy. You never seen it before because you do not know the wisdom of the Most High. This is the wisdom of the Most High right here. Right? Of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakal Kodash. It pleadeth It pleased the power, the Most High Yahweh, by the foolishness of preaching. So you look at me like I'm a fool, huh? But it said it pleases the Most High by the foolishness of preaching. So it looks foolish to you, which that's what the apostle goes into, a baboonish, right? Right? Insignificant, because that's who you think we are. You think we're just insignificant people. But the Most High Yahweh, the one who created the universe, right? The one who allowed you to breathe and walk every day, the one who actually has power over whether you live or you die, hey, allowed this opportunity for you to hear the truth. So you can accept it or reject it, right? Either way, you will be marked, right? Some people are marked for exemption, others marked for destruction, right? And it says, let me go back at the top. It says, 1 Corinthians 1:21, for after that, in wisdom of the power, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, the world by wisdom knew not the power, Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kodash. It pleased the power, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Right? So you're sitting there with a bunch of doubt, unbelief, right? Right? Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? So what if you ain't believing, guy? You're just sitting there, you're smirking, I don't know, look at this guy. He looks foolish. But the Lord said it pleased him. It pleases the Father, the power of the universe, the power of the whole universe, for me to be out here preaching, man. The Lord said by the foolishness of preaching, they shall be saved. Yeah? And so what I look like is a fool to you. But, hey, it pleases the power, man. Right? So what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the power, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, without effects? It's what you're doing not affecting your unbelief. Is it not affecting the world? No, it's not. It's not changing. The Palisades is already burnt. The hurricanes is already hit. And there's more shit to come. People are already out of jobs. So what if you didn't believe? What if all these things are happening and you say, I don't believe? The men are out here that the Lord set up to be doing the preaching that looks foolishness. So that in itself is a sign. That in itself is the truth, right? That in itself is being declared unto you. The kingdom of heaven is at hand, right? Right? For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the power, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, without effect? The power Most High forbid. Yea, let the power, the Most High, be true, and every man a liar. So you're just a man, so you're a liar. See, the opposite is actually happening. We're from above and you're from beneath. You're just a man. So you can't obscure what the Lord said, that the foolishness of preaching, it pleased him. So what are you doing to please the power? The guy, the power, the God of from the rules the universe, Yahweh, for you to even live, man. Right? You're not gonna be living much longer. The Lord is about to judge you. Right? Heavy judgment is finna pour out throughout all the earth, man. Because of your unbelief, because of your foolishness, right? Because Israel woke up and played, man. That's what all you jakes think, man. I'm gonna jump up and play a PlayStation, right? I got my PS5, right? It says, the Most High Power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, forbid, yea, let the Most High Power, Yahweh, be true, and every man a liar, as it is written, that thus may it be justified. Woo! Hey, we out here to get justified, bro. We ain't out here to play a freaking game. We out here to get justified by the power, man. What? Justified in thy sayings, right? So me being how preach, and it looks, I am justified in the sayings, right? In the sayings, and mightest overcome when thus art judged. Ooh, hey, and that's the time that's coming, man. Oh, that is beautiful. Let's read that again, because that is the time that's coming right now. The time of Yaquab's trouble, when everybody's about to be judged, bro. Everybody's about to be judged, right? It says, the power, the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, forbid, yea, let the Most High Power, Yahweh, be true, and every man a liar, as it is written, that thus mightest be justified in thy sayings, right? Because we're saying what the Lord would say. This is the scripture. This is the words of God. Not my words, but the words of the power of the Most High. So that way I may be justified in thy sayings, in the Most High saying, not my sayings, but the Most High sayings. And mightest overcome when thus are judged, right? So that's a time of what we're all gonna face judgment. And hey, that's what I'm trying to do, that I might be justified in the time of what? Of judgment, man. So I can escape, right? But if our unrighteousness condemn the righteousness of the but if our unrighteousness commend the righteousness of the power, what shall we say? Is the power, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal unrighteous? Who taketh vengeance? I speak as a man, right? So he said, hey man, look, how could you say anything? And look, I'm only saying this as a man, but I'm gonna say this as a man, but I'm gonna say this as something that's gonna make sense. Who are you? Who are you to speak against the Lord? And if the Lord, why can't the Lord take vengeance? Is it an unjust thing for the Lord to take vengeance? You do wicked, you're gonna get a wicked reward. You're gonna get a lashing. You're gonna get a beating. You're gonna get thrashed. You're gonna get killed. Whatever the Lord has for you, man. But in this time, we're looking at ultimate judgment, right? The Most High Power forbid, for then how shall the power judge the world? So you think he could just put it off and not do it? Then how can the Lord judge the world? The thing that must happen, man. The Most High must judge the world. It has to happen. Right? You say, man, no, it can't be right. Don't God love everybody? Don't he just love? It says, but if our unrighteousness commend the righteousness of the power. Let me look at that word. That's pretty interesting. commend, praise for formally, or officially. He was commended by the judge for his courageous acts. So it means praise. So in your unwickedness, you so-called praise God, right? So you think you do. Right? So but if our unrighteousness commends or praise the righteousness of the power, so you're giving the Most High all its praise. Oh God, I love you, God. Please, da 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 da. Oh God, oh Lord, God, please, Father, God, right? Which that's not; those are just titles, right? Right? The Father's name is Yahweh. His Son's name is Yahweh Shai, meaning He is, or the existing one, or He is salvation, or He delivers, right? Which is Yahweh Shai delivers. He's the salvation, right? But it says, so you're doing all this praising the righteousness of the power. You know, you would have to say God is righteous, God is good, right? It says, what shall we say? Is the power of the Most High unrighteous to take vengeance? So like you're doing all this wickedness so the Lord can't have vengeance on you? The Lord can't judge you? Absolutely He can, and absolutely He will. The Lord will judge you. Judgment is coming. Whether you like it or not, whether you think you can't escape, judgment is coming, right? Says, I'm just speaking as a man. Can you say these things and think that judgment can't come to you, that the Lord can't take vengeance? Right? Because you've been taught by the precepts of men that God is love, 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 and there ain't going to be no judgment, that death ain't coming for you, that judgment ain't coming for you. So the Lord can't have vengeance upon you, right? Yeah, the Lord's coming to visit you pretty soon, right? If you don't get right, if you don't repent, right, and come back and come correct, the Lord is coming with judgment, great judgment to this place, man, right? It says, I speak as a man, Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem HaKadosh, forbid, for then how shall the power, the Most High Yahweh, through His only begotten Son, judge the world, man? So how in the world is that going to happen, man? It has to happen, right? For if the truth of the power of the Most High have more abundantly through my lie unto His grace, why ye am I also judged as a sinner? This would wait a minute. You was lying, thinking you were glorifying the Most High, right? Oh, I believe you, God. I believe you, and I love you, God. But you are fucking lying, man. You are lying. You're a liar. You don't love the Most High, right? Because you're not doing the things that He called you to do. So you're a liar. So you thought by your lying, praise you, Lord. I praise you, God. I love you, God. That you are going to be not counted as a sinner because you go to church on Sunday. Or you go to church on Saturday, or you may do a prayer, but don't read the Bible, right? See in the Bible, right? You're wondering why? How can I be judged with the sinners? How is that possible? Don't I pray? Don't God know my heart? Right? Yeah, the Lord knows your heart. It is wicked above all things. You're a wicked individual, man. And you're not following the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? And why yet am I also judged as a sinner? So like, wait a minute. I'm not a sinner. I pray at least every day. I know I don't read the Bible. I know I don't do all the things that's in the Bible. I know I walked past the camp and seen a man of the Lord, and he was preaching, he was teaching, and it looked strange, and I just laughed and mocked. And I went on about my business because I said, I know God. I know not my Jesus. not my God, not my lily white Jesus, right? Which is an absolute lie. The letter J is only 400 to 500 years old. And then obviously the Lord said leprosy is a sin. It's a sin to be a leper, right? So the Lord, the power, his son would never come back as a leopard. So he couldn't possibly be a white man when it tells you what? That his feet is the color of brass as if it burnt in a furnace, right? So he can't be a so-called white man, right? That is impossible. But you're saying, how can you just be, how am I judged with the sinners? I went in there and sung, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. And I danced and I did like that and I walked out the door and went back to some niggerdom, right? Went back to being whatever wild beast you were before you went into that church. But in your heart and your mind, you're good, right? It says, and afterward, and not rather, as we be slanderously reported, but not rather, as we be slanderously reported, and as some affirm that we say, let us do evil that good may come. Right? Yeah, and that's people's thoughts. Hey, let's do some evil, that way good can come. Right? And seeing what you do is you take the Most High's grace for granted. Right? It says, whose damnation is just, right? So if you're thinking that way, your damnation or your judgment will be just. So what then? Are we better than they? No, in no wise, for we have before become proved both Jews and Gentiles that they are all under sin, right? So we're there to basically show you that you're all under sin. You cannot just keep, doing whatever you want to do, and just because you do a little praise, right? This little light of mine, not even knowing what it means, right? Right? Because if you want to have the little light and you want to let it shine, you want to go everywhere. But did you know that you're basically saying, Lord, can I be Lucifer for you? Right? Because Lucifer just means light bearer, right? And you're supposed to bear forth the light of the Father and the Son, right? Of righteousness, right? And carry it through it. But you say, let us do evil that we may do good, right? That's the thing that you think. As right. It is written, there is none righteous, no, not one. There is none that understandeth, there is none that seeketh after the power of the Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai. Because you guys don't seek the power, right? They are all out of the way. They all together become unprofitable. They're profitable, there is none that doeth good, no, not one. So the whole point is what we're saying is to come out here to tell you to change so you could do right? Not to sit here and be scoffing when you have a chance that you could look at what a man of the Lord and so a hopeful elect is doing in a way that is pleasing to the Most High by the foolishness of preaching, man. You know, because that's ultimately what it is, and you'll mess. That's all. Some dudes over here like he mocking. You know what I mean? Says their throat is as an open sepulcher, which is like a grave, man. So you're inviting death if you're mocking at the prophets, man. You're inviting death, man. So we're out here to bring the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians back to their power, man. Right? Before the coming doom comes, before ICBM missiles come from Russia and North Korea, man. Because that is about to happen, man. This place is gonna melt with fervent heat. Didn't you read that in Peter? 2 Peter said that the elements shall melt with fervent heat. What elements are gonna melt with fervent heat? What kind of heat is it gonna be? It's gonna be the heat of ICBM missiles, man. Right? That's the thing we're trying to tell you to repent from. Because what? The Lord is coming to judge. He's got to have a vengeance. Shall not the Lord have vengeance upon this place? Babylon the Great, the land of Uz? Absolutely. Right? So their throat is an open sepulcher. Their tongue, with their tongue, right? Talking about with your mouth, the things that you say, right? You got to be careful what you say. And they have used deceit, right? And that's ultimately what they use. They use the lies, the philosophies of Esau, Edom to try to combat against you. Like the whole little thing with the you know, a guy who will, if you looked at him, perceived him, you would say that he was a so-called black man by what he looked like. But his voice and everything sounded like a so-called white man, right? Because I wasn't looking at him. And he had a conversation with the so-called Gorilla Hebrew and Captain Tazariak, and then you know, basically Apostle Hart kind of brushed up on that, and you know, like he said, it doesn't do you no good to speak to these people, man, right? Because what it says, with their tongues they have used deceit. See, they're opening their mouth, and what it is going to give them judgment, man. Right? They have used deceit, the prisons, the poison of an asp, right? Like a you know, an asp is basically I think it goes into a cobra. When you look it up. Goes into a cobra, right? Which made sense why what's his name, Vocab Malone kept wearing those cobra, right? The cobra from the G.I. Joe. You know what I mean? He was wearing the cobra, right? Showing and knowing that cobra actually goes back to the elite, because when you go back into G.I. Joe, one of the episodes, which are things that's actually happening right now, one of the episodes were about them collecting these stones from different parts of the world, and these different parts of the world, these stones allowed them to put it in a machine, and this machine, you can manipulate the weather. You can shoot down a laser beam and cause a fire. You can cause earthquakes. You can cause tsunamis with this. And you can use that to make the world bow down to you into the way that bend it to every which way you will, because you're using these weather modification, and saying it's the hand of God, saying it's the hand of the power. But those are what? Deceits, right? With their tongues, they have used deceits. The poison of an asp is under their lips, right? And that's the thing, just nothing but lies, and the lies are going to be things that put you to death, man. It's going to be a thing that's going to cause you to be judged, right? Whose mouths is full of cursing and bitterness, right? And this place, trying to prop this place up, Babylon the Great, which is America. America goes into America meaning bitter, right? So you believe in this so-called democracy or this system, trying to prop it up, trying to prop up the so-called white man because you believe in the system. Which says, whose mouth is full of cursing and bitterness. So what, you want us to stay here forever? You want us to be a slave, a perpetual slave, right? Under this so-called white man, right? But let me get back to this. It says, Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21 says, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz, which is America, Babylon the Great, this place of bitterness, man, right? The cup also shall pass through unto thee, right? And that bitterness that you gave the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, it's going to come unto you, man. That's the thing that's coming towards you, right? Thus shall be drunken and shall make thyself naked, right? And all these things are starting to unveil your hidden agenda, right? You might as well just come out and just say it, that you're the one that's doing the Palisades, right? You're the one who did Hawaii. You're the one who's doing all these things, the so-called train derailments, all these things that's you know, the burning of all the factories, the foods factories. How did 100 food factories burn in 1 year? And none of you Americans are asking any questions. 100 food factories, food that actually supposed to feed you and your children. 100 of them burned in 1 year. Coincidence? Huh? But see, none of you want to ask questions. None of you want to ask questions. None of you want to, hey, but you believe in your system. But that's why the mouth of this thing is bitterness, right? Lies, deceit comes out of their tongues, right? Because you love this place, right? The punishment of thy iniquity is established. So then when we come aware at the time that what? America, you self-proclaimed so-called white people are going to be judged. It's established, right? Oh no, Slakia. The punishment of thy iniquity is established, O daughter of Zion. Slakia, I didn't see the parts of Zion, right? Which is talking about us, right? We are no longer about to be under the subjection of the self-proclaimed so-called white man, right? Our punishment is accomplished, starting with the elect, right? Because 2/3 still have to go through their punishment, right? Because they said, give us Barabbas, right? And then let the curse be upon us and our children. So that's exactly what's going to happen, man. The curse, the judgment or the vengeance of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai should be upon you and your children, man. Right? Because reincarnation is biblical. So that's the things that's actually going to happen. So the punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, Salakia on that, which is talking about Israel, because we're now starting with the elect. The elect, and hey, it's done. We got a little bit of whatever, but hey, bro, this thing is pretty much finished. The Lord said He's finna hasten this, man. He's finna hasten it. So the Lord said, I come quickly. You know what I'm saying? So this, I mean, it's gonna go pretty fast, man. We just have to endure to the end, Lord willing, you know? It says, He will no more carry thee away into captivity. See, we're done with being the perpetual slave, man. Right? We done bowing down to this system just to go along and get along, only to just still be put under the bus. Right? Only to be at the bottom, and you may put a few token characters, I'm gonna say it that way, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people in high places to make it look like, oh, well, if they did it, we can do it. And then you kind of raise up other people here and there. But then when you go back to it, a lot of those are people you basically groomed to be the next stars. So none of those are really actually coming from the hood. A lot of these people are groomed to be the next stars. So it can look like, oh, we're this person. That's why I was like, damn, this person came out of nowhere. I didn't hear no tracks. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear any buzzwords, nothing, right? Because normally when people are famous, it'll come by word of mouth. People be like, man, you hear that new stuff? Oh, woo, woo, woo. Did you see such and such? Oh, man, that shit was dope. You hear something would happen. But you got all these new weird people popping up out of nowhere talking about mollies and talking about committing suicide, pushing that into the ears of our children, man. Right? But he will no more be carried away. He will no more carry thee away unto captivity. He will visit the iniquity, right? Which the he meaning Yahweh, the Most High. He will visit the iniquity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom, man, the self-proclaimed so-called white man. Now it's your turn for the Lord to visit you upon your iniquity. See, when he visited us, you were happy, you rejoiced, you hissed, you clapped your hands, you waved at us, you hissed at us, said, this is the day we waited for, we couldn't wait. But see, now we're at the time that, hey, we're at the day that we can't wait. We can't wait. This is the day that we have looked for, that the Most High is coming to judge this place, man. Right? It says, O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins, man. Right? And which ain't hard to find, man. Even though you try to hide behind a lot of things, the Most High, his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, Salakia. Right? Yeah, let me go ahead and read it one more time, though. It says, Lamentation chapter 2, verse 15, all that clap their hands. Another Bible. Seven? 107? Let me see.
Lucky. Oh. Lucky. Shit. Lucky. Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's not the one I wanted. Let me check. Psalms 137. I guess so. It's not what I want, but it's it's pretty much kind of the sentiments of how they felt about putting us in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations. It says, by the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down, yea, we wept, right? Because we're in Babylon the Great as slaves. We're under this, we're in as cargo slaves, hardcore chattel slavery. But now you're under the digital slave or debt slaves, right? Yea, we wept when we remembered Zion. See, and now we're at the place where we remember who we are as Zion. We hung our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof, for they that carried us away captives required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, sing us one of the songs of Zion, right? So, you mean, they want it, and guess what? They got it now. Now we're out here on the highways and the byways singing forth that song, right? Which is going to be their demise. Let me try this one. What? This shit is crazy, man. I'm tripping. No, man. Lucky. My bad. Now I really want to know. It's how I was like, man, it's been a minute since I used that scripture. What's the issue? Shit. Yeah. No good. Okay, well. Thought it was 104, but it's okay. I'll just finish out with that. Yeah, it's lucky. It says, Lamentation chapter 2, verse 15, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughters of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the world? All thy enemies open their mouth against thee, right? And them open their mouth is just like open a sepulcher, right? 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 They're opening their mouth or basically poisons, right? Lies to you. You're African American, you're black, you're Mexican, right? JC is a so-called white man, right? Who loves you, right? And you've never seen the so-called white man actually love you. So now there's this mysterious white man that all of a sudden love you, right? He opened, says, all thy enemies opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash the teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. Certainly, this is the day that we looked for. We have found, we have seen it, man. And so they're glad that they finally seen the day of our destruction, man. The day that we were in so-called chains, right? The day that we were in the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations, the day that they could bring in drugs and things like that, and the days that they can falsely accuse us, man, right? Call us the American gangster, right? You use their witchcraft, their media, their movies, right? By portraying you as the world's problem, right? Even a so-called, I don't know, so-called African woman was stating that when they get over here, they're showed movies They're showed these movies and little clips to say to stay away from the so-called black people, and show them the most criminalist things that our people do. Yeah, they do. There are some criminals, but we're all not criminals. Just like you have that amongst all races. Some people are actually, so-called law-abiding citizens, but you don't so-called bunch them all together, right? Right? Except for the elite. They're just straight up wicked, right? But for us, you bunch us all together as if we're all every so-called black person, so-called Hispanic person, so-called native. We're just all doing all these things that you put the stigmas, the stereotypes, right? It's like it says, well, I'm gonna get back to this. Revelation chapter 12, verse 1 says, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, right? See, because they're at the time of their rulership, doing their thing, having us in subjection, having us in the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, right? Dealing with the people. For the devil, right? Self-proclaimed so-called white man, which means the false accuser, right? Is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So that's the time that we're in, man. We're in the time of the fourth industrial revolution, right? We're in the time of the fourth industrial revolution, and part of that revolution is to what? Is to bring in the AIs, counsel you out as so-called citizens, give you the universal basic income, or they might call the global income, and say that you will have nothing and be happy, that you should eat lentils and bugs. This is what your World Economic Forum said. Charles Schwab said you people should eat bugs and lentils, right? He said you will own nothing and be happy. So this is the sentiments of your elite of your rulers of the world, they're saying they're going to come and take everything from you. What do you think the burning in California is about? Because they're going to take that and build those 15-minute cities, right? You're about to be a prisoner of a smart city, and you're gonna love it. Obviously, it's what Charles Schwab said. You're gonna love it, and a lot of you got that mindset that you love this place, man. You ain't trying to leave this place, right? Right? He says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly. Right? So the Lord is coming to repay and have vengeance upon the ungodly, man. Right? That's starting with Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed so-called white man, all these other nations, and 2/3 of the Lord's own people. You so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Right? 2/3 of so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians are ungodly, man. Right? You're following the pernicious ways of the so-called white man, which is the devil, right? Which is the false accuser of you so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. They want to call you so-called wetbacks. They want to call you lazy. They want to call you drunk. Right? Right? They want to call you the thief. They want to call you the murderer. But who's actually been lazy? Who actually had a whole entire country built for them and they still managed to fuck it up? Right? Who stole an entire country for free? Besides the dead bodies that they and the blood that they spilt. Other than that, they took it, and still this place is bitter. Still the land of Uz is about to get judged. The cup is passing over unto you. Right? Right? Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 6, for the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, hateth sinners and will repay vengeance unto the ungodly and keep them against the mighty day of their punishment. And right, and that's the day that's coming, man. The mighty day of your punishment is coming very soon, right? That's why the Lord says he's coming like a thief in the night. Those people didn't think that they were going to burn up in a fire in the Palisades. The Lord came in as a thief in the night. Boom, took their life. Right? Just that easy. It's simple to the Most High. Right? Like they used to have that show called 1,000 Ways to Die. Well, the Lord got more than that. The Lord got more than 1,000 ways, man, because he's gonna let out apparitions. He's gonna let out beasts that shoot fire out of their mouth, sparks and tempests, man. Right? Beasts that were never seen. Right? And then you got Esau's side, some newly created beasts. Microsoft beast, right? some beast that's created and got AI technology in it, right? Which would be what they call it, an autonomous. Well, it can learn, right? So you got all sorts of ways that you're gonna get punished, right? Right? And especially with the ICBM missiles, man. The hypersonic missiles that North Korea is starting to create. Right? The hypersonic missiles that China already has, and the 2 hypersonic missiles that Russia has. It's going to come upon this place, man. In the time of your punishment, man. Right? If you don't get killed in the race wars, the riots, and the things that's about to come upon this place. Right? It says, give unto the good and help not a sinner. Right? So you so-called white people, you were connected to the system. It gave you power by saying, I'm white. It gave you authority, right? You didn't have no money. You didn't have the power that the elites have, but it gave you some type of power that you could throw around your whiteness, right? And keep Jake in the ghettos, the barrios, and the reservations, right? But now you're even starting to lose that power, right? It says a friend cannot be known in prosperity. So in the time you were winning, right? You were doing your thing. You were saying, hey, you dusty, what's the, what they be calling? Porch, you know, you spook, all these different things they call Jake, right? You coon, raccoon, right? Hey, man, it says, a friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hid in adversity, right? So now what Esau is about to come down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. So he can't hide behind the democracy. He's not going to be able to hide behind voting and all these other different things, because now even he's going through adversity. The Lord said that he's going to make him bare. He's going to make him naked. So now his adversity is actually starting to happen. So now he's going to come down with great wrath, knowing that he got but a short time, right? It says in prosperity, in the prosperity of a man, enemies will be grieved, right? But in his adversity, even a friend will depart. And so Esau, with all this democracy for you, Jake, you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're trying to vote, you're trying to be part of this system, you're trying to be part of this world, you're going to be part of the newest Ordo Seclorum, you're going to be part of that thing, you're going to get the micro C hit, you're going to be part of this thing. It's really ultimately going to be for your demise, man, right? It's going to depart from you, right? Because it ain't for you, right? This is not your rest, right? It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. And that's the time of a Yaquab's trouble, man. You're going to know that, hey, this man is wicked, man, right? You're going to know the wickedness of Esau Edom. Says, though he humble himself, see, and that's ultimately what Esau's been doing, man. It says that they should complain of an ungodly father and please to seek the poor, or please to seek the poor, seek to please the poor. So they're gonna kind of so-called humble themselves, do a little stuff, do a little this and that. So you go, oh, we're finally gonna be treated like we're an American, like we're citizens too. We're finally gonna get Esau's love, right? They're finally gonna give us reparations or something, whatever you think is gonna happen. I don't know why you would hold on to this place. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, and thus shall be unto him as if thus has wiped a looking glass, and thus shall know that his rust has not altogether been wiped away. Right? So you're going to know that, hey, Esau Edom is the devil, man. You're going to know that this system, this so-called country, which is not a country anymore because they gave their power over unto the who, They gave their power over to the WHO and the UN. The UN is America. The Bill of Rights have no power anymore. So you have no rights because they gave the power over to the WHO and the UN. So you're about to see draconian measures real soon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 4, verse 1. My son, defraud not the poor of his life, and make not the needy eyes to wait long, right? So that's ultimately what's about to come down the pike, so to speak, right? Because these are laws for a righteous man, right? Esau Edom is not righteous, so he's going to do the opposite of this, man. Right? He's gonna make you wait long. He's gonna wait you out to see if you get the charagma, right? If you get the mark of the beast, right? The micro C hip, right? He says, make not an hungry soul sorrowful, neither provoke a man in his distress. And ultimately, that's what Biden was doing, man. Biden was provoking you in your stress, man. In a time that there's a lot of uncertainty in America, where there's uncertainty of jobs and things to come, he's telling you, guess what? Though there's no uncertainties in jobs, we're going to give all those jobs to AIs, right? We're going to give all those jobs to foreign people, right? Because they're going to have the HB visas, right, for the foreign people, so they could get jobs, but you're still going to have no job for your so-called Americans. So that's a way of vexing you, man, or provoking you. And add not more trouble to a heart, right? In the heart, in the Hebrew, la'ab is a heart, the way you say heart, and it goes into the meaning being mind, your mind. La'ab, your mind, that is vexed, right? And a lot of people's mind is vexed in this place. You got a lot of uncertainties of jobs and things to come, right? The future is not looking bright for this place, right? But a lot of you want to still ignore, like, hey, everything's going to be okay, but judgment is coming, right? Ultimately, judgment of the Most High is coming to this place. So it says, yeah, add not more trouble to a heart that is vexed, and defer not to give to him that is in need, man. So hey, but this is not the sentiments of the elites, man. They don't plan on giving you a nothing. They said, hey, you can have you can eat bugs and lentils, you'll have nothing and be happy, man. So that's they're not planning to give you your needs. And that's Biden, that was his warning from the White House, right? It says, reject not the supplications of the afflicted, right? Which really is talking about the Israelites, right? But you other people, you're about to be afflicted in a major way in this society, man, right? And you other Israelites who don't want to listen, so you already got afflicted, and you about to be afflicted some more, man, because you ain't listening to the ways of the Lord, man. You're not following the right way, right? It says, Reject not the supplications of the afflicted, neither turn away the face, thy face from the poor man. Turn not away thy eyes from the needy, and give him none occasion to curse thee. Right? And that's ultimately what's going to happen, man, because we send up curses against this place, real curses, man. Yeah. We shalak ra'im, right? We want this place to burn. Babylon, Babylon, burn, right? Right? Babel. Yeah. That's what we say, right? 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 So it says, turn not thy eyes from the needy, and give him no occasion to curse these, right? And that's what's about to start happening. Riots, race wars, riots, and all these different things that's about to start taking place here in Babylon the Great. Right? The world that you knew is about to be turned upside down. The world as you know it is about to abruptly take an end, man. It's going to come as a halt, because even these other experts are saying that there's maybe 3 more months before the stock market crash. There's only a couple more months or so before the stock market crash. So you're about to take an abrupt end to your life, man. Your conditions that you've been so accustomed to living, right? Second Ezra chapter 3, verse 33, and yet they reward, yet their reward appeareth not, right? So you've been out here working 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, right? You're trying to work to get your retirement. You're trying to work to get that American dream, the white picket fence, all these different things that's supposed to happen to you, all these great things, because you're living in the greatest country in the world. Well, hey, you're about to be, you're going to find out that you've been bamboozled, man. And that's ultimately what Biden was saying, right? He's letting you know that this whole thing has been a sham, man. And now the curtains is over. The what is it called? The credits is gone. Hey, this is about to be done, man. Right? It says, and yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor haveth no fruit, man. So you've been working all these different things, trying to be a good American citizen, but guess what? It ain't gonna profit. You're gonna have no fruit from it, man. That's the thing that's coming right now, is judgment, right? For I have gone here and there through the heathen, right? So the Lord is about to judge this place, man. And the Lord's been going through in air. You've been seeing the chariots, what they call UFOs or UAPs, popping up all over the world. They're not just popping up in Jersey or in America. They're popping over in Russia. They're popping up over there in Iran. They're popping over there in North Korea. Man, the chariots have been going everywhere, man, because the Lord is about to judge this place. What they call UFOs are actually the vehicles of the Most High. They're the vehicles of the angels, right? And judgment is about to come to this place, right? And you have basically have no fruit for all your labor, all these years that you've been supposed to be so-called be a great U.S. citizen, paying your taxes and everything on time, being this great person. You're gonna find out that this place is duped you, man, right? The false education they gave you, the false sense of hope, the false sense of security. That's what you got, man. You got a false sense of safety in this place, man. Their military's not ready for Russia's military. This military's not ready for China's military. You got a false sense of hope, right? Says, for I have gone through, I have gone here and there and through the heathen, right? Starting with Esau, Edom, right? The land of Uz, Basra, right? The place of Babylon the Great, the place of bitterness, man, right? America, bitterness, says, and I have seen that they flow in wealth. So this is what Biden was saying. The wealthy is about to shape up the country by using AI and using foreign talents, doing a so-called talent swipe. So-called, they're gonna swipe up talents from other places in the world to bring them here and then play it off like it's gonna be a better thing for America. We know when foreign people come here and make money, they send their money home to their foreign places. So how is that gonna benefit America? Right? And I see that they flow in wealth and think not upon thy commandments, right? Because the commandment ain't for them. It tells you in the scriptures that they tossed the law behind them, right? That he's the death adder, man. Esau ain't worried about pleasing the poor and not doing these things. Those laws, like what we read, those are for a good man. For when the elect rules. That's how the elect is going to rule, right? Right, because they were talking about these experts are weighing the things that if what Biden had to say was it worth it, or what was it what did it say? It said something about was it I don't know, somebody like it was a legitimate, like if it's gonna be, well, you're about to see it, the legitimacy of it, man. Right? It says, but the Lord got a way to weigh thus, therefore, our wickedness now in the balance, and theirs, right? So weigh ours, right? Dealing with the elect, the hopeful elect, and theirs, right? The elites, all these other heathen, you 2/3. Weigh the wickedness, man, in the balance. And there's also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel, but amongst the elect, man. The only elect is calling out Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and doing what the Lord said, man. The ones who's preaching and it looks foolishness. Right? This is, by the way, we may be saved, man. Right? So, or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? So when it ever been possible that these wicked elites have not sinned? Matter of fact, it tells you in the scriptures that they cannot go to sleep unless they cause someone to fall. So they're definitely not without sin. They have sinned in the sight of the Most High power, man. You think the Most High don't see you being wicked? Man, judgment is finna come, man. And then you look at the Lord like, oh, wait a minute. You trying to judge me with the wicked, with the sinners? Yeah, nigga, you're a sinner, right? You don't want to change your ways, right? You goddamn 50, you about to be 55, 60 years old, and you still don't want to change your ways. Jake be still trying to be a gangbanger and a drug dealer and all this other madness, trying to fit in with society and shit, right? Dude probably trying to be a fucking firefighter or a police officer. That's why he's jogging. You know what I mean? He's trying to incorporate himself into this corporation that don't love him. And you're about to find out real soon. They coming down with great wrath, knowing that they got but a short time. And part of that is the system, man. Part of that is bringing in that AI and bringing in them foreign people, that foreign talent, right? Elon Musk said that you guys, all that love that Americans have shown Elon, and Elon said, you guys are stupid. You're not smart enough to be techno engineers. You can't be his technical engineers. He need foreign technical engineers. Right? He said, you lack the talent. You lack the ability to do these things. Right? He says, which dwelleth upon the earth. Well, let me do it. And said, or when was that they, right, these other nations, these heathens, starting with Esau, Edom, which dwell upon the earth, have not sinned in thy sight, man. And all of you sin in the sight of the Lord, even the Israelites, even the elect. But what? We're doing what it takes to come back so we can do what pleased the Lord, so that way we don't be judged. So when the time of judgment, now you see why we're doing this, right? It says, Salakia, or what people have so kept thy commandments, man. Only the elect, man. Only the elect has kept the commandments. Thus shall find that Israel, right, which starting with the elect, by thy name have kept thy precepts. See, and that's ultimately what I've been going through. Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little. We have kept that, and we operate in those things. By have kept thy precept, but not the heathen. Right? So none of these other people have actually kept the precepts of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They have not kept the will and the way of the Most High, man. And even 2/3 of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, you have not kept the way of the Most High. So guess what ultimately is going to have to happen? The Lord is going to have vengeance upon you. The Lord is going to have judgment, and we don't want you to look stupid and all of a sudden say, why the Lord judging me? You're going to know why the Lord's judging you, because you haven't altogether came around. So well, what's going to happen is what you people are going to be upset and know that, hey, because hey, once everything collapses, you people are going to be upset, man. You're going to be upset at your leaders. That's pretty much what he was doing. He was taunting you people, man. And it says, this is 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, and that's ultimately what the elites are basically hoping to push. That's within their power. And they're going to use their power to bring in the AI and bring in these foreign people, which is not going to allow you to have a job, which is going to allow you to force you to figure out a way that you can eat, figure out a way that you're going to be able to survive, right? And they're hoping that you basically kill yourselves, right? Because that's pretty much the way they did us, right? This is shit. Oh yeah, come on. Yeah, Psalms 119, verse 95, the wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimony. Right? I have seen the end of all the perfection, but thy commandments is exceedingly abroad, right? So the end of Esau's kingdom is coming, man. All right? So the end of all things, the world as you know it is coming to an abrupt end. Society, the way that you work and you eat and you feed your family, that's about to change, right? The Lord is about to wipe away all your smiles, right? There's gonna be no one to wipe away your tears because things is gonna come down. You're gonna have nothing and be happy. Your leaders, Charles Schwab, told you that, right? You're gonna eat bugs and lentils, right? See, but you peon peasants don't think about the things that's actually coming down the way, man, right? Because what? We got a time called order out of chaos, right? Because you're gonna be upset for this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men and invading one another. That's the time you're gonna be rioting when the money collapse, when all these things, when you find out you can't get a job, right? Because of Elon Musk, right? All that love and admiration for Elon is about to go out the window. And invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the cause of their actions shall stand in their power. One man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So this is the time of what? Order coming in out of the chaos, out of your rioting, your fighting, all these different things. For them hoping that you destroy yourselves. They're hoping you fight and kill enough people so when everything comes down, you're just going to willingly give yourself over to the Karagma. You're going to be so exhausted and so afraid, right? And what I'm going to prove how afraid a lot of people are going to be. It says, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, right? Saying Jacob's trouble is going to be everybody's trouble, right? The houses shall be destroyed, right? And what's happening right now? Are they houses in Malibu being destroyed? The houses in the Palisades be destroyed? All to push forth the agenda of the elite, man. And men shall be afraid. See, and that's the time that you're about to live in, man. There's going to be a time of great fear and a great judgment, right? A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Take whatever you got, your water, your milk, your different things. And I mentioned last time when I did this lesson, I mentioned one of the things that's going to be good is a woman that's lactating, right? In these last times, when there ain't really any bread, any food, they're going to snatch up your woman if she's lactating, right? Because there ain't no food. It's going to be a big famine out here. So they're going to take the woman who's lactating to use her for her milk, right? You women are a commodity, whether you know it or not, right? So we're going to come into some great times, right? It says, but a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? And that's the time that's coming, man. A time of great tribulation, man. Right? Says the second Ezra chapter 16, verse 18, because the beginning of sorrow and great mournings, the beginning of famines and great death, man, that's what's coming, man. A time of great famine and great death that's coming to this place, right? The beginning of wars, right? You're going to have race wars, right? You're going to have the actual World War III popping off, right? You have the war over your so-called soul, your spirit, right? Whether you're going to get the charagma or not. It's going to be a war on all fronts, man. Mentally, physically, it's going to be an all-out war, right? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famines and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, right? So these elites, man, they're going to finally realize that they don't have all the power that they think they do, right? Because even they're going to get a time where they're going to be afraid. They're going to say, oh, shh, because it's going to spin out. You got these robots that's supposed to be autonomous. What makes them so autonomous that they don't realize, hey, you know what? We don't need you. They even kind of show you that in these movies where the computer finally realizes that it either needs to do something to save the planet because they set it up to do a certain task, or like they set it up to kill. Well, I want you to kill citizens, but then this thing may go beyond just killing the regular average Joe, right? It's gonna have all these different man. Who knows? It's going to go beyond what they ever expected, because they're going to fear, and you're going to see the angels, and you're going to see Leviathan, right? You talking about Godzilla? You're going to find out Godzilla exists, right? That's coming in these last days. So yeah, the people that's in power is going to be in fear, right? Because shall stand in fear, and the powers shall fear, right? The elite, right? The beginning of evils. What shall I do in those evils when those evils shall come? Behold, famine and pestilence, tribulation, anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, man. So this whole CV19, that was a way to get you corrected, to show you what was coming down the way. Because what they're gonna have these lockdowns, right? What do they call? Martial law. Yeah, it's martial law. We know martial law, but they're gonna also, I already said the martial law, but they're gonna put curfew. That's what I was thinking of. The curfew, they're going to start putting curfews. You're going to go back to curfews, and this time when they put in a curfew, they're actually going to shoot you if you don't obey. If you don't go home when they say go home, you're going to get gunned down. It ain't going to be the play games that they're going to take the gloves off this time, right? So because of famines, plagues, and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? Something else I wanted to get. On this side. Right. Here we go. Because this goes into them running all this stuff. It says, and they that occupy their merchandise with robbery, right? And ultimately that's what they're doing. They're occupying the supplies by robbery. Right? The more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, right? Dealing with the elite, man. The elite is going to be decking themselves, putting more things, getting their so-called $1 million bunkers ready, right? Just in case, right? The more I will be angry with them for their sin, saith Yahweh, man. And so basically Yahweh, he's going to be more angry with the things that the elite are doing, man. Their sins are going to reach up to heaven, right? No, wait. Oh yeah, here it is. This is what I wanted. It says 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities, right? Because it said you should desire to go into another city and will not be able, right? Because you're gonna have first you got the race wars and all these things, martial law, but then they also building up those 15-minute cities where you're gonna have to be trapped in those and you can't go to the next city, right? They're actually specifying that you will not be able to go to another place. I think they said it's going to be 6 times or 7 times within a year span. They can let you go to somewhere else, but you're only going to have 6 or 7 times out of 360 days in a year. You're only going to have 7 times that you can actually leave that place, and it's most likely probably going to have to be for a good reason, right? But it says, this is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 70, for there shall be in every place in the next city a great insurrection upon those that fear Yahweh. So ultimately, that's what's coming down. Because really, this is all about them coming against us, right? Against the hopeful elect that will be the elect, those that will be the elect. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but shall spoil and destroy those that fear Yahweh. And say ultimately that's the thing that's coming down the way, right? Their thing is to destroy them that fear the Most High, man. So all this thing, a thing, even though they willing to destroy their own people in order to so-called clinch their goal, their enterprise, right? The Nuos Ordo Seclorum, right? So you other people are going to suffer, right? So they can come against us. Matter of fact, look what they got right there. That's AI right there. And they just named Phoenix as the king of Waymore, right, rides. Phoenix here in Arizona, they have the most amount of people that actually use these autonomous cars, right? So basically, you people are contributing to your own demise. Oh shit, that's what I mean. That's what I was going to do. This is James chapter 5 verse 1 says, "Go now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you." Right? Your riches are corrupted, and your garments moth-eaten. Your gold and your silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be as a witness unto them. See? And that's why it says, as wiping a looking glass, their rust shall not altogether be wiped away, because of what? Of their wickedness, because their love for money. You're gonna know who the elite really are. Right? And that's what this guy is saying. You're going to know them because they're going to bring in these billionaires, and all these companies are going to bring in so-called more money for them and push you out. Right? It says, it's cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and ye shall eat and shall eat your flesh as it was fire, right? So ICBM missiles are going to destroy their cash money, their cash money cow, which is America, right? Yea, they heap up treasures together for the last days, man. And we're at the time of the last days that judgment is about to come, right? And in this time of judgment, man, race wars, calamities, you're going to be fighting against each other, but they want that so they could bring in that martial law that'll ultimately cause you to be micro C-hipped, right? It says Revelation chapter 13, verse 14, it says, "And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which had power in the sight of the beast," right? They created that because was it called the Project Paperclip, which came from the beast, which is Germany, Teeman, right? They came from Germany. Yep, right. Half of the scientists went to America. The other half of the science went to Russia, which had the space race. Then America created the atomic bomb, dropped it on Hiroshima, Nagasaki, right? And they did it in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image of the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live, which is talking about the Roman Empire, which that's why you see all these buildings look like the Roman Greco Empire, man, right? It's proving to you that these are the Edomites, right? And had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's the time that we're coming in. We're going to come in a time of great death. mournings and great deaths coming after the elect, man. Because why? We're not here to do the status quo. We're not here to follow under the orders of Esau, Edom, if it comes against the Most High. You want me to walk across the crosswalk? You want me to do the speed limits? If I break the speed limit, you give me a ticket. I pay the ticket. Okay, we can do those things. But coming at me with the charagma, yeah, we can't do those things. Why? Because the Most High said so. It says, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, right? And this mark dealing with the charagma, right? The karax, right? Which is the delivery system, which is a needle, right? And grapho, which has a so-called motherboard or some type of a way of keeping record or information upon it, which has all your information, right? That's why they're telling you about the digital ID, which they did to Ethiopia, and it's mandatory, and each person must have their digital ID incorporated with their banking system by 2026, by next year, right? Which is going into this, and they called it both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, that no man might buy or sell save he that have the mark, or the number of the beast, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So this is the time that they're coming in. You ain't gonna be able to buy or sell unless you have the micro C hip, right? And that's the thing that they're crushing everything down to that, to force you to get it, right? Pressure from above, pressure from beneath, and all sorts of things are gonna happen, man. It's gonna force a lot of people to bow down to this system, which a lot of you already do it right now. A lot of you are already complicit, right? So how much more when you can't eat, when you ain't ate in 5 days, when you ain't ate in a week? How much more would you just give yourself over to getting micro C hipped, right? Here is wisdom. Let him that haveth understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of man, and his number is 600, 666, which is 666, which we know the barcoding system has those lines, and those lines add up to 666, which goes into your skin, and then you get scanned. Basically, you're part of the system. You're part of the smart world, the smart city, right? You're body hacked. You're a cyborg. You're part of the system, right? But the men of the Lord, the elect, ain't gonna follow behind that way, right? That's ultimately what we're saying, man. And the spirit of the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to dwell in the spirit of those men, man. That's the time that we're coming in, man. Great mornings, great deaths, so they can push forth the charagma, right? That brings in their the order supplorum, nuos order supplorum, right? Because, matter of fact, I wanted to go into that too, because that when you go back to that Psalms 95, when it talks about the wicked wanted you to wait for yourself, destroy yourself. When you go into that word wicked, it shows you that who they are, right? I got enough time. Come on, don't do me like that. says Psalms 91 and 95. I'm going to the thing, and it says H7562, and it goes into wicked, criminal, guilty one guilty of crime, and that's what the elites have been doing, man. They've been doing the thing and basically pushing you out of your homes, right? Creating a great crime to push forth their agenda, to push forth the New World Order, right? Let's go to Luke 16 and 8. Right? Because they're the unjust steward. Right? Luke 16 and 8, the Lord commended the unjust steward because he had done wisely, for the children of this world in their generation are wiser than the children of light, right? Because the elite, they know what's going on. And even a lot of these so-called Edomites, they know that the micro C hip is the mark of the beast. And that's what's being pushed right now in the world, right? Let's look up the word unjust. It says unjust is G93, and it says injustice of judgment, unrighteous of heart and life, a deed violating the law, right, which goes into criminal. A deed violating the law is what? A criminal. So that's dealing with the unjust, the rulers of this world, right? Because when you go into, it says steward, it says the word steward, which is G3623, the manager of a household or household affairs, a steward, a manager. Right? Firstborn, right? Esau was the firstborn, and that's what he wanted to cry. Is there any other blessing for me, Father? And that's what he said. Yeah, you have a blessing. You're going to take the fatness of the earth by the sword. Under unrighteousness, you're going to be an unrighteous ruler, unrighteous manager of the world. But yeah, that goes into them being what? The criminals, right? The elites, the people who rule this world are just criminals. And that's by way that they're gonna come in and show you that they're the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. So with all that, I'm gonna give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well. To the elder apostles in Connecticut, to the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds, preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father, and have come back to the fold. Shalom. To your sisters, you Aquathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Bible ball. Kwam Yasharala. Yeah, that's some curses, putting them up. A Bible ball.